Guten Tag, Brigadiers. Wir sind hier in Österreich für den Grand Prix von Österreich. How's that for an intro?
Let's see if we can keep the momentum up. Let's get another podium.
We will try and do that as we have 5 red lights. We're away here in Austria. Get off to a good start once again. See if we can hold it into turn 1, and we do. Once again, we are getting away by a lot. Getting a corner cutting warning going into turn 2. Or is that 3? I have no idea. I know there's 9 corners, but there's little bends on the straights, so I have no idea. Anyway, already out to a 3-second advantage over my teammate Fernando Alonso. Didn't record last week because, and that's a great sign. We have a dry race for today. Anyway, I didn't record last week because, as I said, there isn't a European Grand Prix on this game. Speaking of the European Grand Prix, wasn't that great, to be honest. I mean, the track wasn't that good either. And I forget what the winning margin was, but it was well over 10 seconds. As for the track itself, you had all these straights, and then in the third sector, you had all the other corners. Typical Herman Tilke racetrack.
DRS enabled this lap. Be aware, drivers within 1 second of you will try to use DRS to pass.
Long straights and 90-degree corners as we set the fastest lap at 13:84. We are now out to a 3.2 second lead. Seems to have stabilized a bit. I love the way this track flows. Open up to a 4.2 second lead now as we come to complete lap 3. Fast forwarding to lap 6, after I spent the last several laps waiting for people to be quiet, we opened up our lead to what is it now? Six seconds over Fernando Alonso. He's gotten around Rosberg, and Vettel has gotten around him as well. We'll be pitting pretty soon. Speak of the devil, there it is. Set the fastest lap at a 13:22. Now up to a 5.8 second lead, and we'll be losing that lead when we pit. Hopefully getting it back afterwards. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, European Grand Prix wasn't that great, and to be honest, they should have put it at a track that actually is in Europe. Not on the continental divide of Europe and Asia. I mean, whoever thought of that is an idiot. Just saying. Probably Bernie, but you know, his decisions are rather irrational at times. Put it into lean so we don't waste any fuel in the pit lane. 3.8 seconds and we're away, fitting the yellow wall soft tires.
Stay clear of the white line, we don't want a penalty.
Gonna have to take it easy on the way out. And we're
No more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
we're good here. Currently sat in P5.
We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
Daniel Ricciardo is in P4. And Daniel Kvyat is in P6. So we're in a Red Bull sandwich at the moment. At what is now the Red Bull Ring. It used to be the Österreich Ring back in the day. Österreich, I believe. I think it's Österreich. Any of you German viewers out there, German-speaking viewers, I should say, please feel free to correct me. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. And just like that, we are back in the lead as our teammate has made his pit stop along with the rest of the top four rather, excuse me. Daniel Kvyat has overtaken Fernando in the pit lane. He's up to second for the Toro Rosso camp. Who up until Russia this year, it was Daniel Kvyat it was Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz at Toro Rosso, but then Kvyat got reprimanded a few too many times and he was demoted, and now Max Verstappen is a race winner in what was his car. Anyway, lap 10 now. We are up to a 3.6 second lead over Fernando, Vettel, and Hamilton, who started P5, surprisingly. Not sure what happened to Rosberg, who started beside me on the front row. Going wide. Hopefully it's a nice day in Austria this weekend for the race. Although, I'm always down to see a...
It's looking really good. You've managed that really well.
I'm always down to see a race in the rain. That was the first time I've ever done that without struggling. Changing my fuel mixture, I mean. I think I finally got the hang of the controls. As we're almost halfway through the... Yeah, almost halfway through the season, and I'm just now getting a hang of the controls. As we go way wide through that apex. .3 seconds is the advantage over Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel as we come to complete lap 11 at a 14:31. Gonna put the fuel mixture up to rich for a little bit. See if we can knock out a 112. Doesn't look like that right now. As we are now a 10th down on our previous best first sector time. But we're in purple through sector 2. Go wide out of turn 8 into 9. We will lose time out of the final corner because we went wide. Deficit, or the lead rather, has stabilized just a little bit. Actually, it's grown a few tenths. No retirement so far, as we're coming to 5 laps to go next time by. Way wide through that apex again. Got through that one good. Dropped it back down to a 1398, so that's an improvement. Lost a 10th that lap to Alonso. Purple through sector 1, barely. Gained that 10th back, and then some. Purple through sector 2, let's see if we can beat our fastest lap. Going through turn 8. And now 9. we will get 13-14. So we are now 4 laps to go here in Austria. Spielberg, Austria, not Salzburg, as I incorrectly said at the end of the race in Canada. Open up our lead now to a 4.4 second lead. Still Fernando Alonso in P2 as well as Vettel in P3. Purple again through sector 2, but not by much. We may break into the 12s here. We do at a 12.65. Not bad. Now at a 5.6 second lead. We're just driving away from these guys now. Way wide through turn 2. Heading into 3 now. Wide through that corner as well. Put the fuel mixture back to standard so we don't run out. Oh, getting loose off the final curb there. 2 laps left, and we are now approaching lap traffic. I'm sure it's one of the Caterhams or one of the Marussias. It is a Caterham, I believe. And it is. I can see the green from here. It's either Marcus Ericsson or Kamui Kobayashi. It is Ericsson, and we go way wide, not paying attention to the apex. Alonso surely gained a lot of time there. Let's come out of turn 9 and begin our final lap here in Austria. Going for our 3rd victory of the season. Alonso is now down to 0.6 of a second behind. So he will have DRS if he goes to turn 2 close enough. Down to half a second. Doesn't look like he'll get there. Way wide through turn 4, I believe that was. Gonna come up to Ericsson again. Maybe. Alonso is now down to 0.8 of a second behind. Ericsson pulls aside in turn 8, coming out of 9. we will win in Austria.
Great drive. You dominated the whole weekend. Pole and the race win. Fantastic.
And that, my friends, is a 1-2 finish for Ferrari. The top 10 are myself, Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, the Mercedes of Hamilton and Rosberg, Kevin Magnussen and Jenson Button from McLaren, Nico Hulkenberg for Force India, and the Toro Rosso camp of Daniel Kvyat and Jean-Eric Verne. Round out your points. Now let's take a look at the Drivers' Championship as it is now.
Fantastic result. 2 in a row. Unbelievable.
And Andy is ecstatic, as am I. We move up to 5th in the championship table. Hamilton is still your leader by 49 points over Vettel. And now to the Constructors' Championship table. We are now just 82 points back in that. Now to the podium. Doesn't get any better than that. Teammates celebrating on the podium. And take a look at our emails here. Let's see, we'll have... Oh, that's just lovely. According to this, we will have heavy rain on race day for next week in Britain, excuse me. Still losing the teammate challenge, and yeah, Andy was right. We dominated the whole weekend. That is our 3rd victory of the season. And we will call it an episode. Until next time. If you enjoyed what you saw or heard, or a combination of the two, consider leaving a like, because it helps me out a lot. And it tells me that you're enjoying the series. If you would like to see more of this series or anything else I have to offer, then join the Brigadier Army. Or the Wheeler Brigade, excuse me. And until next time, Brigadiers, keep the pedal down, keep on rocking, and I will see you in Silverstone.